And we start off the top with today's severe weather conditions and the high fire danger. The winds have already picked up in Redding. Here's a look outside our studios this morning as the wind whips the American flag around. Chief Meteorologist Mike Kruger is here to walk you through when we'll see the most extreme conditions. Mike? Thank you, Mike. We are following breaking news in Southern California this morning. 13 people have died during a shooting at a bar in the community of Thousand Oaks. And among those killed was a sheriff's sergeant with the Butte County Sheriff's Office. Courtney Kreider joins us with the latest. Courtney. Thanks, Courtney. And now we want to break down the scene inside that bar packed with college students when the shooting started. Stephanie Ramos has that part of the story. PG&E this morning is warning customers in 9 Northern California counties they could have their power turned off today. Some may have already seen their power turned off, including parts of Butte County. Reporter Trevor Fay spoke to residents in Paradise who got the notice that they could see their service interrupted. We've just learned that firefighters in Butte County are working on a fire in the Feather River Canyon. Now, it's burning about 10 acres so far, just broke out a few minutes ago. This is in the Camp Creek Road area, and looking it up on the map, this is just northeast of the Polga area in the Feather River Canyon near Highway 70, tracking that 10-acre fire in the Feather River Canyon. And that's an area known for very gusty winds. Yeah,
I mean, looking at the closest weather station, that's not good.
Good morning, I'm Kelli Saam. We are following breaking news at this hour in Butte County. That's where a new fire has broken out, prompting an evacuation order in the Polga area along the Feather River Canyon. The fire is being called the Camp Fire. Cal Fire tweeted, this is about 30 minutes ago, they tweeted that they were working to access the fire near Camp Creek Road and Highway 70. Now, at the time, you can see this tweet said that the fire was estimated about 10 acres northeast of Polga. Well, we just called Cal Fire. The fire is now estimated at approximately 200 acres and spreading. This evacuation order is for the community of Polga. We are sending a reporter to the scene. We'll bring you updates throughout the morning. Fire near Polga has grown to 1,000 acres. Butte County Cal Fire says dozens of resources are being called in from throughout the state. These are photos we've collected from people posting on social media. This is just a huge plume of smoke visible from places like Chico, even Redding. We're getting photos from Redding. That's how big this smoke plume is. Good morning. We are following breaking news in Butte County at this hour. The Camp Fire has prompted evacuations for all of the town of Paradise and the community of Polga. This is a fast developing fire. The fire has burned at minimum 1,000 acres, but that was the estimate that firefighters gave us about an hour ago. This fire has blown up in the last 60 minutes. This picture of the campfire was taken about an hour ago, and this is video that was taken from Chico. You see that huge smoke plume, and again, this was from an hour ago. The smoke plume visible from Chico. Chico is about 25 miles away from where this fire started, and it has grown and grown and grown. It is called the Camp Fire. We're going to map it out. It is burned near the community of Polga. That's where it started around 6:30 this morning, and Cal Fire is requesting resources from across the state. It has started near Highway 70 and Campfire Road, and that proximity to Campfire Road is why it has been dubbed the Camp Fire. Orders have been issued again, evacuation orders for Polga and the entire town of Paradise. Part of Highway 70 is also closed. Now, reporter Megan Mackey is following the fire this morning. She is on the phone. And Megan, you are in Paradise, and it sounds like a dire situation. What are you seeing there? So describe again, there is a building you've actually seen on fire right next to Feather River Hospital. So for the people watching, this is important information because they know how near or far they are from that hospital. It was a building immediately next to the hospital. It was immediately off of 10th. And just, you can't see this, but we are showing the video you sent in a few minutes ago. These look like huge flames, Megan. What would you estimate the size of these flames? This is the campus of Feather River Hospital. So if you need to hang up the phone, by all means, hang up the phone and drive away. Okay, if that happens, I want to be clear. But you are providing important information to people. So they have set up these evacuation zones in Butte County after recent fires and flooding. Okay, so, and people are supposed to know where to go. What is the traffic situation? What are you seeing in terms of, are people able to get out? We're going to stay live on the air while we have these evacuation orders for the community of Paradise, a serious situation. We're going to touch back with you, but give us a call in about 10 minutes as soon as you have anything new, because we want to pass that along to our viewers as soon as possible. And at all points, please stay safe. Thank you, Megan Mackey, joining us live on the phone. Thank you, Kelli.
and ash falling everywhere.
This is kind of the worst case scenario, all these factors coming together to create a fire unlike any Butte County has seen in recent memory. We want to pass along what we just learned in the last few minutes from Cal Fire. The Carr Fire has burned all the way to Iron Mountain Road between the Whiskeytown Visitor Center and Iron Mountain Road. The fire is only on the north side of Highway 299. Structures have been destroyed. Firefighters are working to save what they can. And as of right now, they're going to be hitting the air with aircraft to see if they can make aerial drops on this fire. The Carr Fire erupted overnight near Whiskeytown, prompting a whole new series of mandatory evacuations. Early this morning, the fire jumped Highway 299 by the Whiskey Creek area near Oak Bottom. Mandatory evacuations are in place for Swayze to Lower Springs to 299, Victoria Drive, and all the roads coming off of Victoria. There are also mandatory evacuations for the town of Keswick, Old Shasta area, and all the streets off of and including Benson Drive, Rock Creek Road, Iron Mountain Road, Middle Creek Road, and Muletown Road. Those evacuations are also listed at the bottom of your screen and on our website. This morning, we learned the fire has grown to 20,000 acres and is 10% contained. There are a series of power outages as a result of the Carr Fire. Here's a look at the PG&E power outage website. A large outage is still impacting about 332 customers near French Gulch, indicated by the yellow on your screen. And this morning, another large outage has popped up closer to Reading, that indicated by the orange on your screen. That started around 2 a.m. It's affecting almost 800 customers. We'll continue to follow these outages and keep you updated as we learn more. Reporter Courtney Kreider has been out on the fire lines through the early morning hours, and she's going to join us live again right now, where she apparently spotted some flames right along the road. Courtney, if we can go back to that live shot with Courtney, you see additional, the reinforcements are rolling in. You see numerous highway patrol vehicles, numerous fire agencies, but that is the fire as it's burned all the way to Iron Mountain Road on the north side of Highway 299. That's on your right, the south side of Highway 299 on your left. We are told that structures have been destroyed, but firefighters are working to save what they can. Okay, we're told the air attack for the fire, which we've been waiting for. They're surveying the area. They started surveying the area around 8 a.m. to see the conditions and if they can make effective drops with conditions. We're going to go back out live to Courtney. She has some new information to pass along. Courtney? Courtney's been tracking that fire through all the early morning hours. We thank her for all that hard work as she has tracked that fire all the way from Oak Bottom all the way up to Iron Mountain Road at this hour. Now, our chief photographer, Adam McAllister, has been hard at work as well. He was on the fire lines overnight, and he was on Facebook Live early this morning around 1 a.m. as 50-foot flames advanced over Highway 299 at Oak Bottom. Here's how he described that scene. The fire has burned 20,000 acres after it exploded in size overnight, burning up Highway 299 to Iron Mountain Road. Here is a live look at some of the fire crews organizing to head out. There are a large number of fire crews amassing. You see all the different agencies, the different colored fire trucks. They look like they're headed in with chainsaws and other equipment to cut fire lines. So this is the scene at Iron Mountain Road and Highway 299. Highway 299 is closed, but the fire crews are heading in, and you can see in the background, you can't even see past that plume of smoke. The fire has burned all the way up, and you see the flames on the side of the road there, again at Iron Mountain Road and Highway 299 on the north side of Highway 299. Earlier we saw the flames there, and it looks like they're creeping ever closer to Iron Mountain Road. The fire is 10% contained. Now we're told sailboats and vessels have been destroyed at Oak Bottom. It is burned on the north side of Highway 299 all the way up here to where we are live at Iron Mountain Road. Structures have been destroyed. We don't know how many, but firefighters say they are working to save what they can. They are moving in to do structure protection in the Keswick area. Our live coverage of the Camp Fire continues this morning. Coming up, we're going to check in with reporter Courtney Kreider on the fire's activity as we follow a new spot fire burning near Highway 70. Plus, we'll bring you the latest numbers on the Camp Fire and containment and what residents were told during a community meeting in Chico. Straight ahead on Daybreak. 90 minutes from now, we'll get updated numbers on the Camp Fire to see how much it grew overnight and if containment is growing. Here's what we know so far. The fire has burned 111,000 acres and is 25% contained. Those new numbers will be announced at the Cal Fire briefing at 7. We'll be there and bring you that briefing live on Facebook. 29 people have been killed in the Camp Fire and more than 6,700 structures destroyed. More than 15,000 structures remain threatened. Now, today, there will be a town hall meeting for employees at Adventist Health and Feather River Hospital. That meeting will be held this morning at the Enloe Conference Center in Chico, discussing the response to the fire moving forward. And we want to start with the weather. We're still in a red flag warning this morning. Mike Kruger joins us in the Weather Center. Mike? Thanks, Mike. We want to show you what the Camp Fire is doing at this hour in Butte County. Reporter Courtney Kreider joins us now from Highway 70, just north of the Cherokee area, where a large spot fire is posing a brand new challenge. Courtney? No, that's an important update. People are spending some sleepless nights wondering where this fire is going, so that's a good look on the active area this morning. Paradise Town Council members all lost their homes in the Camp Fire. Also the mayor, Jody Jones. She offered words of encouragement to evacuees at a community meeting at Chico State. Butte County Sheriff Corey Honey was also at that meeting, and he was also applauded by the audience. Many other representatives, including the Paradise Police Chief and a representative of PG&E, were also there to provide information to the evacuees. A tradition continues in Paradise. More than a dozen American flags were placed along the Skyway in remembrance of Veterans Day. Our flag was still there. 30 new flags were donated to continue the Paradise Parade of Flags for Veterans Day. Town Council member Michael Zuccolillo led the effort to keep the tradition going even after all of their flags were destroyed. Every year, about 1,100 of those full-size American flags line the streets of Paradise for Veterans Day, Memorial Day, and the 4th of July. I think my family and a lot of families there have been really nervous with these winds. Yeah. We put some more stuff in the car last night. We said, because at the fire meeting, one of the firefighters was asked about a threat to Chico, and they said, you know, it's been very active in all parts of the fires, particularly down by Highway 70 and Highway 32. So that's all we needed. Said, okay, the stuff we just put away, let's put it back in the car. I think it's going to stay in the car until we're at 100% containment. Breaking this morning, 5 people, including a child, scrambled from a burning mobile home in Tehama County. Firefighters remain on the scene at this hour. I'll show you what I saw when I got there. And Hurricane Florence has shifted her path overnight. We'll tell you where she's now expected to make landfall. We'll show you what those in the path of the storm are doing to stay safe. Straight ahead on Daybreak. Breaking this morning, 5 people, including a child, had to escape when their mobile home caught fire early this morning. This is video sent to us by Mary Diaz, who saw the flames. The fire started around 2 a.m. off of Highway 99 in Las Molinas. This is in Tehama County. The fire then spread to 2 acres of surrounding grass. The mobile home is in the 8300 block of Highway 99 on the same property as an apartment complex. Now, when I went to the scene, I spoke with Fire Captain Gerard Pasillas about how the 2 adults, 2 elderly people, and a child were all able to get out.
So, all those people, no burn injuries. Describe the people, how they got out, how quickly they were able to get out.
They notified.
Several residents at a neighboring apartment complex evacuated as a precaution. The fire was contained within a couple of hours. Well, this morning we have new information about the path of Hurricane Florence, still a Category 4 storm headed toward the Carolinas. You're looking live at the marina in Charleston Harbor, South Carolina. The forecast for Florence shifting overnight towards Wilmington. The National Weather Service is warning that Florence could be the storm of a lifetime for the Carolinas. Emily Rao is on the coast of North Carolina in Wrightsville Beach.